What up, it's Casper back with another video. Very excited to talk about this movie I just watched it with my brother. It's been on the watch list for a minute, but it was just one of those movies that we knew it was in production and we just couldn't wait for it to come out. Time flew by so fast and it finally came out, flew over my head. My brother's like, yo, this movie just came out, let's get to it. I'm talking about the movie Hustle. Let's get straight to it. Well, this movie Hustle is about Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler is an NBA scout in the NBA, so he goes out to different countries and scouts players from over there to try to bring them into the league, the NBA. This movie been the scout for a very long time. It's just that a lot of his prospects that he looks for isn't what he's looking for. The team that he goes scouting for is the Philadelphia 76ers. A lot of his scouting is basically not going too well, and then when he goes to Spain out of nowhere, doesn't expect to go to this pickup basketball game that the little town or Spain is having right there. They're having a little pickup game, everyone's out at the crowd watching, and Adam Sandler is looking at all these players. He notices a couple players, they got skills and all that, but Adam Sandler is more of a scout who looks for detail, who could attack on both sides of the end than rather just being an offensive threat. He sees this one player who is Hernangomez, who actually plays in the NBA. He sees how he plays at the park, the way how Hernangomez plays at the park. He goes by the character named Bo Cruz. So when Adam Sandler sees how he plays, it sparks like his interest of everything that he wanted. Adam Sandler, his character in the movie, his name is Stanley. He sees Bo Cruz hooping. Basically, Stanley tries to groom him into becoming the player he knows he could be. He just wants Bo to be really serious. He basically believes in Bo to make it into the league, and with Bo being the player Stanley is recruiting, Stanley believes that they both can make it into the league and have a long career in the NBA and still stay in the NBA. But during that whole process, Adam Sandler is going through so many personal things, basically a lot of step backs. You just see how his faith is tested throughout the movie. That's basically what the movie's about. It's a whole progression on how these two go through so many battles to try to make it into the NBA. Not only the NBA, but personal battles as well. Adam Sandler in this movie, all I gotta say is like, wow. Like, I could literally just end this like amazed and just cut it off. But with this movie with Adam Sandler, the last great movie I saw that literally sticks in my head all the time is Uncut Gems. I was very impressed and shocked with that movie. It was visually beautiful. I want to say visually perfect in Uncut Gems. All around, that movie was great. This movie brought that same vibe. The fact that Adam Sandler is playing an NBA scout and he's going along and going through these NBA ventures, everything seemed very, very real. You can just tell Adam Sandler is a huge NBA fan. I'm an NBA fan, so I could see the detail throughout the movie, like just walking through the arena, talking about business deals with the NBA owners, and even just being in the NBA business. It's a grimy business, and you can tell that Adam Sandler was putting out that emotion of really being part of an organization like in the NBA and for the Philadelphia 76ers. So Adam Sandler's performance very on point with this. Basically, I would say it's goals, you know, very goals for me. Adam Sandler makes very good movies. You can tell he enjoys making movies, and his style is just effortless. Goes into making a movie and it's just straight fun, and it's gonna come out and be very good. And the fact that he gets to make a movie about one of his favorite hobbies or favorite sports in basketball, that's goals for me. I would love to do a movie like that. Basketball is my favorite sport. Like I said, goals. He was going to NBA arenas. He met so many basketball players. I'm pretty sure behind the scenes he was able to hoop with them, because Adam Sandler could hoop. I'm pretty sure he built a lot of relationships out there. It's all natural and it was all fun, and it was with the things he loves to do. So Adam Sandler's performance in the movie was just on point. Nothing was off. Shocked me again. He has to do more dramatic roles. Juancho Hernangomez playing as Bo Cruz. I know who he is as a basketball player. I've seen his game before. Seeing him as an actor, right away I'll say thank goodness that it doesn't look like a Space Jam acting type of movie. I guess I can see why people say, you know, it's a little stale. I think it was good, on point, to be honest. He's from Spain, so Adam Sandler is visiting him. You love a sport, all you do is just play your sport. You don't show too many other characteristics. So I think the fact that in this movie he showed that he likes basketball, the acting was really good. It wasn't off. It wasn't like too low or too high. It was right on point with Hernangomez. So the way he was playing in the game, he do play like that in the game too. And I'm pretty sure when he did this movie, he learned a couple new skills. So I think Hernangomez did a good job. Very random. Queen Latifah's in the movie, and she plays Teresa. She's the wife of Adam Sandler. Hearing that she was gonna be in the movie did seem a kinda off. Very random. But it wasn't random like, oh, you chose the wrong thing. It was like random like, oh, good choice. Never would think of that. When I saw the movie and I saw her performing in the movie, it surprised me. It was actually good. It surprised me in the aspects of like, she wasn't trying too hard. It felt like a home felt performance. When Adam Sandler is out doing his business NBA ventures, he goes home and goes to Queen Latifah. The wife seems like a wife. You know, a lot of the things they're saying you would hear at people's houses. So she brought that vibe. She brought a vibe. It wasn't like an off vibe, I'll say that. And I'm also glad that they didn't bring like an actress trying to fill the NBA life and try to act like they know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure Queen Latifah knows a lot about the NBA and basketball in general. I would say that was a good choice with Queen Latifah too. So Queen Latifah, she fit in the movie. Robert Duvall is in the movie, yo. Wow, the presence in there was insane. You can tell that this dude is OG capitalized. The dude is in the building. So long story short, Robert Duvall plays Rex. He's the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers in the movie. Rex has a good relationship with Adam Sandler's character, Stanley. Rex sees Stanley go through so much and being in the business and being a scout for the team. He's just getting older, you know, and you know, with older people in movies, you're just like, oh, you know, you start to think about it a little bit. But long story short, you know, Rex gives Adam Sandler, aka Stanley, the opportunity to be an assistant coach, something Stanley's been thriving for and working hard for. So when he finally gets the opportunity, Adam Sandler, aka Stanley, gets the opportunity. Adam Sandler thinks everything is going well in life, excited for the next jump, but then a setback happens, and I think that's something for you guys to watch in the movie and see for yourself. Rex has a son, and the son, the character name is Vince Merrick, and that's played by Ben Foster. So what I would say about Ben Foster, he did do a good job in acting. He did play a slimeball. He did play like a douchebag, the owner's son. He ended up being the owner of the team next. This is where teams fail. The decisions are just not made on point for reasons like this. So I'll give a point for the movie for actually making sense on that, and the fact that there is people in the business that act like that. He did pull that off. He was that type of character that you just wanted to sock in the face, because like, bro, like Stanley working hard for you, bro. You know, he's not even a yes man. You know, he's a respectful dude to you, and you know what he is. Your father literally would talk great things of Stanley. Ben Foster, aka Vince, did a good job in the movie on playing a slime ball. And the only thing I would say is the movie is 2 hours, but I wouldn't even mind for an extra 10 minutes of knowing more of his dirtiness deals. And it's not even being like a dirty deal. It's just like he has an ego thing. The son has an ego thing. So there are other characters, actors in the movie that I can bring up, but I'm just gonna stick to those. One thing I want to bring up is just the NBA players in the movie. Seeing the NBA players in the movie, I was like, oh, that's this, that's that, that's this. You don't have to be it's a basketball movie, but you don't have to be an NBA or basketball fan to enjoy this movie. My boy, he's not a basketball fan, doesn't know any players, but he knows legends in the games. He knows obviously basketball, but he doesn't know too many of the new school players. So I just told him that's a player now, that's a player that used to play, but he knows some legends in the game. The NBA players in the movie, I liked it personally. I just love the fact that it wasn't a Space Jam style movie where like the acting is pretty bad. Camera work in the movie made all the players look fresh. Camera work was insane. Transition when they're playing on the basketball court was very high quality type of focus. That was very crazy, like with the transition from going from here to like that. This half is one scene, and when it reaches here, the transition to the next half of this scene right here, so crispy. An inspiration right there. I don't know what camera you use, but that was very dope. The camera person and the editing was on point. It made all the NBA players look fresh, yo. Like, you could literally have the ball kick off your feet and the camera can make that look dope. None of the NBA players could really act if you really think about it like that, but this movie, thank goodness, when they watch it back, they'll be like, yo, I look fresh, I look clean. The camera work is so insane, yo. So if you get to this movie, watch the camera work. Very smart and very, very detailed, I would say too, because when the basketball is dribbling, the camera's right there. And shaky cam is annoying, but the shaky cam was quick. Shaky cam doesn't ignore things in the shot, but it wasn't shaky cam the whole type of transition and editing. It was shaky cam to a still shot, and it showed a main focus. Whoever was in charge with that, mad props with that, because that was insane. This movie right here, my brother who was watching it, we're huge Adam Sandler fans, and when we heard that this was a basketball basketball movie, it wasn't like, oh, we gotta know basketball. Like, no, you don't. Along with the characters, you don't need to know any basketball players in the movie, really. You can tell who's a basketball player by, you know, who has the basketball and who's playing basketball. You don't need to be a sports fan to know what's going on. Very good character detail and a story within the stories. If you know about sports, you can point out things like, oh, that's dope, you know, that's the coach for da-da-da, you know, that's that player. Or when a player's in an arena, you know what arena that is. Just stuff like that. Drama in the movie is really good. Like I said, you follow along with the characters. You're just in tune with it, even if you're not a sports fan. This movie just felt like a personal movie for Adam Sandler. It was like a personal movie, meaning like you've done so many other movies, you know, in your past. You've done this style character, you reached this point, and let me do a movie that I actually love. And this is how this movie felt for Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler did a movie that he loved. Like I said in the beginning, this is like straight goals for me. You know, you're in the movie business and you love basketball, put all those things into a banger movie, like it's goals for me. And I bet the time on the movie set was nothing but fun, and I know that time went by fast because I would have enjoyed that so much. It makes me want to play basketball again. I haven't played basketball in a very long time for just, you know, personal reasons, but seeing this right here make me want to go and play basketball in the gym again, or, you know, hoop outdoors. Man, straight goals on this. But after giving this watch, Hustle, my first watch out of 10, I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10. This movie was straight on point. Loved it. I recommend it to people. I wouldn't want to say it is a sports movie, but I wouldn't want to put it as a sports movie. I'll put it like Adam Sandler came out with another banger. Thank you, Adam Sandler, for putting some inspiration, well, giving me inspiration to know that, you know, you can do movies for the hobbies that you love. That's how I felt when this movie. So that's my movie review for the movie Hustle. Shout out to you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace, y'all.